Today, we're gonna blow your mind. Let's go. You see this? It says FOGO Charcoal. We're gonna show you today what FOGO Charcoal is all about. We're gonna take 2 briskets, identical, same weight, prime briskets. We're gonna throw them in the M1 smoker. But before we do that, it's like 195 degrees out here in South Florida, so I wanna get this thing lit quick. We're gonna use a charcoal chimney. We're gonna fill it with super premium, light it up real fast, throw some of this post oak in there, and get these briskets smoking, baby. We're gonna find out which is better, wrapped or no wrapped. Put it in the comments, tell me what you think. Before you do that, remember to subscribe to our channel. Hit it right up here. See this little banner? Hit that. Give us a thumbs up. I know you see the thumbs up down there. It takes a second. Just click it. Now, let's get brisketing, shall we? That's right, brisket time. That's right. I've got 2 identical USDA Prime Briskets from Costco. They both weigh, this one weighs 13.94, 13.78, pre-trimmed weight. So we need to get these things trimmed. We need to get them seasoned with a 50-50 mix of salt and kosher salt and pepper. And we're gonna get them on the M1 grill and get them smoking and see which one's gonna be wrapped and which one's gonna be better, the wrapped or the not wrapped. I'm kind of curious to see myself. I have a pretty good idea. What do you think? Let me know in the comments what you think and tell me if we agree at the end, all right? We're just finishing up number 1. As you can see, I got quite a pile of fat here, all right? A lot of people are afraid to buy a whole pack of brisket like this because they say, oh, there's so much waste. I get so much waste. This is not waste. You can use it for so many different uses, but I think I'm gonna do is I'm gonna save all the trimmings from these 2 briskets and I'm gonna make tallow. Tell me in the comments below if you would like to see us show you how to make tallow, beef tallow. Tallow fries are the best. So, let me finish this up and like I said, let me know if you want to see the tallow. Whew, enough trimming and slicing to last me a lifetime. They're all seasoned, they're ready to go on. We got the M1 at 275 degrees for today's cook. So, the way that this thing works, if you remember, it's a reverse flow. So the heat comes through here, comes up this side, and across the meats and out the chimney. So, since the heat is coming from this side, we are going to take our briskets and lay them with the fat side towards where the heat comes out, all right? And the brisket wrap test is a go. We want to put our meter probes in. We're going to check them. We're going to put 1 in each so that it's perfectly, balanced out. So we're going to open her up. We're going to put one of these probes in the fat part of the flat. So we got them set up. We're going to let them go to about 165 degrees. Make sure that bark is nice and set. Once it is, and we got the landscapers going nice and loud, so I hope you can still hear me. Once it's at 165, we're going to take one of them. We'll decide which one later. Wrap it up in pink butcher paper, throw it back on, and we'll see if that Texas crunch really helps it out. Now our experiment is about to begin. They're both at 165 degrees. They developed a nice looking bark, so we're gonna stick with our plan. One is gonna be wrapped in this here butcher paper, okay? We're gonna wrap it right here. Now, which one to wrap? How do we decide? I think we're gonna use the old scientific method of eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Catch a piggy by a toe. If you holler, let him go. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. And now let's wrap that rascal. Okay, so we're gonna start like this here. One over here. One over here. Okay. Okay. Like this. And then wrap it underneath so that it stays. And that's all there is to it. It's like wrapping presents for Christmas morning. So, we're not even gonna touch the other one. We're gonna put this right back, right where it was. Same thing. Point side, that fatter side, towards the heat. It's wrapped beautifully. Okay, we're gonna make sure we got a little separation between the two here. And close her up. Next stop, 200 degrees or so. All right, I want to show you something here. So we got our brisket here, and we're going along beautifully. But you see how it's pooling up here? It's got all that liquids on there. So if you want to do that, you want to get rid of that, you want a nice firm bark, take a piece of smoking wood chunk, just set it underneath there, okay? There you go, prop it, it's all running off. It's not going to affect the way that it smokes, but it's going to keep that up and allow it to make a nice, firm, dark bark. A dark bark, that's what we want. 203, 204, perfect temperature. That does not mean it's done, so you have to check it, and when it goes in like butter, like that, there is just no resistance whatsoever. There is just no pull on that. It just slides right in. All right, so you think it's done, right? No. Like I said, we need to rest this. So I like to put it in a Cambro. It just makes it kind of nice and neater, but you can put it right in. So if you don't have a cooler, if you have a Cambro, you can use a cooler, all right? These are Cambros that are kind of made for catering, keeping things warm, but you want to let this sit in here. We're going to put the lid on. Put that lid on, and we're going to let this sit. You want to let it sit for a minimum of 1 hour. Don't slice into it. Don't do anything. Leave it wrapped. Throw it in here for at least an hour. It'll stay hot for 4, 5, 6 hours. I promise you. But we're going to let this rest for another hour. We still got a ways to go with the other one, so we got some time on our hands. So, and we're back 2 hours later, and this baby is ready to come off. It's probing about 204, but it's finally tender. At 203, there was still some good resistance. At 204, it goes in without a problem. Craziness. But you can see I got the lights going here. It's getting dark, so we're going to pull this baby off. Take a look at this. You ready? The unveiling. Whoa, look how gorgeous it is. I'm going to take this baby off of here. Look at that bend. Is that beautiful or what? Going right into the Cambro here. Since it's been 2 hours, I'm going to take the other brisket, okay, our wrapped brisket, out of here because it's ready for slicing. 2 hours in here, plenty of time. Okay, we'll set this here and we'll put this one in. Let's see what we've got here. Come on, don't lie. Oh my God, we're losing all our juices. I wish that you could smell this, okay? You can see where it was puddling. It's a little bit less bark, but the rest of it has just insane bark all over it. Oh yeah, she's a jiggling. You can see she's jiggling all around. That's good. So let's pull this meter probe out of here. Take a little piece here. Nice pull off. Shut the front door. Oh my God. So the flat end is always good, but the point, that fattier end, outstanding. I'm talking about outstanding. From the smoke ring to the juiciness to the bark. Look at that bark. More bark than a pack of wild dogs, baby. That is textbook brisket right there. That M1, it does the job, boy. I'll tell you what. That is just gorgeous. Come on. I mean, really? You can't fake that. So that's our wrapped brisket. Gonna give it about another 15 minutes. We're gonna pull the other one back out. See what that looks like. The unwrapped brisket. Straight through, no wrap, no paper, no anything. Can I be frank with you? I'm wondering what it's gonna be like. So curious to see what this one is like. Our no wrap brisket. Here we go. Got some plenty of bend to it. Pull that meter out of there. It looks beautiful. Bark is gorgeous. It's a jiggling. Yeah, when it bends like that, you did something right. When it pulls apart like that, you did something right. Boom. When it tastes like that, you did something right. But I got to tell you, this was the no wrap one. So it's cooked straight through with no wrapping whatsoever. It has a nicer bark. It does have a nicer bark than the one that was wrapped. But I got to tell you, for the time difference, over 2 hours time difference, I have to say I think I like the wrapped brisket better. I really do. This is maybe a little bit drier in the flat. They were both a little bit drier in the flat because they weren't super marbled in the flat to start with. So this is just a touch more dry. It's got a couple spots on here that like the ends were burned probably closer to the heat. Either way, you can't go wrong, but I'm personally going to stick with the wrapped brisket. I think it came out to be a better product in the end. And that's what this whole entire, I don't know, what are we on, 72-hour test took today. So if you've never made a brisket before, don't wait. Don't be afraid of it, all right? Don't be afraid. Hit me in the comments if you have questions about how to do it. It's easy. It takes care of itself. In any case, I'm going with the wrapped brisket. I think it was a better product. I think it was a better taste. I think it was a better flavor. There, I said it. Tell me I'm wrong, okay? But before you do that, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, give us a thumbs up, share this with your friends, tell them about us. We work hard for this, man. We want to see you enjoying everything. Don't forget, ring the bell for notifications because we have got some really cool stuff coming up. You don't want to miss it. So anyway, like I said, do all of that good stuff. Thanks so much for tuning in. I'm going to go chow down on some of this brisket. I know the family's inside. They're going to chow down on it, and we're just going to enjoy a meal together like can't be beat. So get out and grill, and we'll see you next time on the FOGO Life.